Hey everyone, it's Peter from Daydream Nation, and look who I've got back to the channel, Mr. Peter Wicks. How are you going, mate?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. Youth Station, Triple J, has done a selection of the top 100 Australian songs of all time. So this is a poll where people vote what they think are the greatest Australian songs of all time, and it's picked up a lot of controversy, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity that we go through the selections, the ins, the outs, the ones that we're going, what the hell, the ones that have been missed, and the ones we think are fair income, probably in the right spot, and nothing sparks a pub conversation about, polls and where they rank and all that sort of stuff. So
that's all right. So the hottest 100 is always controversial, but I think this one's definitely been the most controversial of all of them.
Absolutely. And I was just saying to you offline, I think this is a really interesting reflection of bands and songs that haven't quite gone cross-generational.
Yeah.
And, it's a little bit sad. So the ones that we thought were kind of ingrained into Australian pop culture are maybe fading. Thing that we can sort of discuss about what's still in fashion and what's out of fashion. Now, let's get into the charts. So we're covering top 100, and we're going to go from numbers 90 to 100. So maybe straight off the bat, Pete, do you want to pick 3 songs that were in the WTF a little bit? And maybe that can be a discussion pivot.
I'm just looking at the list now. The first one I'd pick as a what the hell is number 90, which is Spiderbait, Black Betty. Great track, love it. It is one fantastic cover, but it's not an Australian song.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's a shocker. And, I never liked that song. It was fabulously huge, nowhere near a patch on the original, but it is a cover. And what the hell's it doing there in the top 100? Seriously, is that the top one? Is that in the top 100 Australian songs of all time? Black Betty
at number 90. It's not the song I don't like, and I do think it's a great cover. I like the song. I think it's a great song.
Critics Corner.
But it's not an Australian song. It's an Australian band doing a cover of an American song.
You know why I don't like this song? Because I like covers where they have their own personality and own take in it, and it's straighty 180, mate. It's just like a replication. It may be a little bit more yobbo-ish. It's got a little bit more raucous, but it's very faithful, and it's not interpreting. I'd prefer to hear Paul Kelly or Nick Cave do Black Betty because it'd be at least different and their own take on it. But this is just so straight, white bread cover, and in no way, shape, or form, it wouldn't even make my top 10,000 Australian songs, let alone not top 100. So
that's a bit harsh.
Anyway, all right, mate. I appreciate your opinion. What's the next one?
Stevie Wright, Evie. That one definitely belongs in the. I'd say it probably should be a lot higher, but that's one that definitely belongs.
96, folks. That is a head scratch. That should be in the top 20.
Yeah,
it's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
that is like Stevie Wright's comeback song. It's a little mini opera. He's pouring his emotion. And folks, if you want to see footage of Stevie Wright, the comeback concert, the concert of the century in front of the Opera House, watch it. The footage is just amazing. And that's his signature song. And it's a great rock song.
It's an Australian classic. It's
soul, rock, hard rock. It's all in there. 96, way too low.
Yeah. The others I don't necessarily have that much of an issue. Don't have an issue with them. I don't think Electric Blue is one of Icehouse's best, but Savage Garden, I don't think Triple J as a radio station would have ever even played Savage Garden. But the other songs in the 90 to 100 I don't necessarily have a problem with.
Yeah, okay, so looking between 90 and 100, Better, that's just meat and potatoes rock and roll. Screaming Jets to me are an okay band, but they've always been like a support band. They're meat and potatoes, but top 100, seriously, No way.
Hmm.
Blue Sky Mine, maybe I would have put that up a little bit better. It is top shelf Midnight Oil, but 99 maybe a little bit low. Savage Garden, not my genre, but they write very well crafted
Pop music,
great pop music. So I'm probably okay with it. Spiderbait, you know my opinion on that. Avalanches, brilliant. Absolute brilliance. The artistry in that album, and that's probably one of the greatest Australian albums of all time, one of them, you know, in doing collages of samples. It was just absolutely groundbreaking. Yeah, I'm fine that it's in there. Electric Blue, I thought, you know, it's not one of their it's not a top shelf Icehouse song. I never liked it, but I'm growing to like it a lot more. And that's probably their biggest international hit. It went top 5 in America. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go to numbers 80 to 90. So have you got any WTF?
Just having a look now. No, there's no WTFs in there. I would have loved to have seen UMI Berlin Chair a lot higher. But, good to see Go-Betweens. Glad to see someone remembers them, or a few people remembered them.
Where's Cattle and Cane, mate? Cattle and Cane should be there. I mean, Streets of Your Town it's got some recognition now because it's now a jingle.
Yeah. Cattle
and Cane speaks to me the sounds and smells of Australia, but it was never a commercial hit. But that's easily one of their greatest songs.
Yeah,
but Streets of the Town is probably more recognised because of a jingle. So I would have swapped that around for the Go-Betweens. You've got no controversial ones?
No, not in that particular list. No, not in those ones. Amble and the Sniffers, I would always love to see a bit higher. And I'm not sure if Hertz is the song I'd be going for, but anyway.
Ben Lee, seriously? Cigarettes
I like Ben Lee. I think it's a great track. Yeah.
I think it's terrible.
I think it's excellent.
I think it's lightweight.
I think it's one of his best tracks. Maybe Breathing Tornadoes. I think that, I don't know, but yeah.
Seriously, there's so many better crafted songs and singer-songwriters that speak to me. I'm not a big fan of Ben Lee. I think Ben Lee. I think he. Yeah, I think Ben Lee thinks he's a genius, and everyone tells him he is. And people start to believe he's a genius. It's like that. It's like a Don Rickles, you know. Ben Lee's a genius, and he tells himself he is. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't groove with that, but
at least it's not we're all in this together. God, everyone got sick of that over COVID, didn't they?
Goat Yay, I think that's a little bit high. Heart's a Mess.
Yeah.
If I went to somebody in the street, I don't think many people would remember that song. In fact, I think they'd only remember one song, which is higher up, and we'll talk about. Empire of the Sun. I know my wife likes them, but they're all samey.
That's a big fan of that.
Yeah, but you listen to that album, they're all very. It's all very samey.
But yeah,
I find it very all samey. It's sort of like I call it Tame Impala light, you know. So, all right, you got nothing to talk about more?
No, I'm not in that particular bunch.
Okay, let's go from 70 to 80. What have you got?
The Veronicas.
Look, they write very well crafted pop songs, but I think they're way above their punching above their weight with that one.
Yeah, and
considering what's being missed, and if we want to talk about pop, Olivia Newton-John, maybe some of Kylie Minogue,
even Savage Garden that we mentioned. The Veronicas, I don't know, but anyway, obviously popular with a bunch out there. It's interesting. The largest demographic that casted the most votes was the 17 to 29-year-olds, according to the Triple J site. So yeah.
Well, it really shows what songs have lasted. Now, Black Fingernails, Red Wine, to me, always reminded me of a maybe a Noiseworks outtake.
Yeah. Yes.
A
Yeah.
little bit of In Excess. It's like In Excess meets Noiseworks.
Yeah.
I got that album. It's no great shakes, but it's sold by the bucket load. I find it a little bit bland.
Yeah, might have. Maybe it sold well because due to its release time, and I can't remember what was out at the time, but
it's not top 100 though. Top 100 is got to be the best of the best. It's got to be gold standard. Yep. And is this something that I could play to my friends in the Northern Hemisphere and say this is one of the 100 greatest Australian songs? No, it's a really average song. It's too derivative of pub rock, second generation, second tier.
I think it's a lot to do with the age groups that are voting for it. Like we look back and see stuff from our past or hear stuff from our past and think, oh, that deserves to be there. Whereas the age group that's predominantly voted in this don't have that far to look back. Like they don't. This is the era they look back to and have nostalgic memories of.
Yeah. Freak, Silverchair, hate it. I've always found them second division. I'm not a fan of Silverchair. That's a band that I think has been overpraised. They had a lot of heat overseas with their first album, Frog Stomp, because they were youthful. They had a lot of energy. There was a little bit of a Nirvana vibe. And as they went more and more into their discography, they became more pretentious. The band kind of shrunk, and it was all around Daniel Johns. It became more of a solo outfit, and the others were just sitting at the phone waiting for him to ring and say, come into the studio. So they were all a bit on the coattails. The narrative is Silverchair is a great band, but they're not. Their lyrics were quite sort of third grade primary school. Musically, they're not that interesting. There's no way, shape or form this song Freak, which is a little bit of a grunge workout.
Yeah, it
should be in the top 100.
It's a meat and gravy track, but it's but I mean I quite like Silverchair. I think their first three albums were fantastic. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Did you ever see them live?
Yes.
Had a good sound live. That like a good bottom end. I think the drums and the bass worked really well together. They really hit the spot live. I think I wasn't a massive Daniel Johns fan. I didn't think that much of him, but I thought the other two guys really hammered in the background.
Yeah. Unguarded Moment, The Church, absolute brilliant.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. I would have put it higher. It's number 75.
Yeah, no.
It should be way higher. It should be at least top 50, top 40. It's one of their greatest songs.
Even Killing Heidi, we're like
I don't mind that song. Now here we go. We're differing. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. I don't like it, but I thought it would have been higher. It's
it's got a lot of spirit. That's another band that's similar to Silverchair. The band were very young. I think the lead singer was like 16. I like it. It's a very well arranged song. It's very catchy, and I don't mind it at all. I think it's a good song, and I feel comfortable that it's in the top 100. I don't know why, but I can't explain.
I don't know why, but I thought it would be higher.
Folks, there are going to be some things that I just cannot explain. But it's just, it's sort of just a feel, sort of thing. Cat Empire, terrible. It's that sort of, it's like cafe music.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea either, but it doesn't bother me that it's there because I know
it'd be like I'd be going to one of those trendy cafes in St Kilda and wanting a double latte with a twist of lemon and put your little pinky finger and, oh, what's that playing in the background? Cat Empire. Yeah.
This is going to be a controversial post, I think. Controversial episode, mate.
Cat Empire. It's this again, another band that think they're better than they actually are. It's just that world music. They've got a lot of you've got a lot of musicians on stage, but it's just a lot of color and movement. And at the end of the day, the songs don't stick, and it just means nada to me. It's really for the the cafe latte lovers in St Kilda would like this sort of music,
Right.
and that's not for
Well,
me.
they're a band that I'm aware of, and I know I've heard them, but I wouldn't know one song of theirs from the other.
Well,
So it doesn't bother me that they're there.
a lot of people are aware of them because they probably see when they're driving down Parramatta Road, the sign on the telegraph pole advertising a show.
Yeah.
Wondering, oh, Cat Umpire. Okay. Anyway, anything else to talk about? Okay. All right. Let's go from 60 to 70.
Kicking off with Gang of Youths again. So another Gang of Youth song.
Top Hoods. Are you happy with them? They've got a bunch of stuff in there.
A few songs in there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the Hilltop Hoods being in there.
I'll defer to you, Peter Wicks, the rap expert on this Rock Daydream Nation. So you're comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably in the wrong order. I wouldn't have put the Nosebleed section as high up as it is, and I'd have put one of, there's some of their others higher, but I suppose that's the most recent hit that they had. But yeah, great band to see live too. Excellent live. So I'm hoping they come back Victoria way again so I can go see them again. But yeah, great band.
I was only 19, Red Gum. I love the lyrics. I love the storytelling, but I've never gravitated to Red Gum because of the John Schumann singing. It's all very John Williamson to me. It's all very Striny and Australia, but I don't.
When I was younger, I thought it was the same. I thought it was John Williamson, but yeah.
Can I say I respect the song, but I don't like it?
Yeah,
and I feel comfortable that it's there because it's culturally significant, and I think it's really good that a lot of people have voted it, and it's gone into the top 100. So
yeah, it's not something I own or I've got or would put them on my playlist. Yeah. It is good that people remember it because it is.
I respect it. I respect it. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's not my type of music, but I respect it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Let's just leave it there.
100% with you.
The song formerly known as Regurgitator, that's probably fair. I like that song. It's probably I'm glad they're in. That's
absolutely
good.
Fantastic band.
Chemical Heart, Grinspoon, no problem there. Great song.
That's that's the cover of a Silverchair song, is it? Or no, it just sounds that way.
Ooh. I'm a fan of Grinspoon. I like them.
Really?
I think their early stuff was really raw. Had a bit of a stoner rock, a bit grungy. I like them much better than Silverchair. I think there's more heart, there's more soul, better songwriting. You're not a huge Grinspoon fan?
Never been Phil Jamison, he just annoys me. Just I
think he's a great front man.
Never been a big fan, and yeah, like Silverchair, it was just like, oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. Crowded House, does it belong here? Is it Australian?
What's your view?
2/3, but the main songwriter's a Kiwi. And I think as the main songwriter and the lyricist, I think he's talking about experiences down Auckland Road. He's talking about experiences in the home country. I think Crowded House is actually him with some Aussies. I mean, nationality, it's 2/3, but I tell you what, in New Zealand, and I lived there for a couple of years, they did 100 greatest songs of all time, New Zealand, and Crowded House were like 6 or 7 entries in their top 100. So they're fully stamped, fist on the table, that this band is New Zealand. So I would say Crowded House is New Zealand.
Yeah, it's I'm not 100% either way. I mean, I'd love to think of them as an Australian band, but Neil.
Well, if you're going to go that way, mate, where's Dragon? Because Dragon were 3/4 Aussie towards the end. When originally when they came across the ditch, it was Mark Hunter and all the lads, and they were all Kiwi. But slowly but surely they died off, and they got other nationalities in the band. So you could say they're Australian. No, I really think Crowded House are not a Kiwi.
Yeah, I'd probably lean further towards the Kiwi camp. Yeah.
Simply because the lyrics Neil Finn, and it's his experience. And to me, it's a Kiwi experience. It's a New Zealand experience. Growing up, the people, the observations.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I think it's controversial to have. I mean, you don't see She Had in there, do you?
No. I'm going a bit over the shop here. Power and the Passion, that is way, way too low. Yeah. I would possibly have that in my top 10. I think it's an iconic.
It's certainly top 20. It's
iconic song.
Yeah.
Rob Hurst, I'm thinking of you, mate. Keep battling. Rob's battling cancer at the moment, not very well. Yeah.
Oh.
So Australia's greatest drummer of all time, but
one of the world's greatest drummers. It's
this song sums up the Australian experience. The lyrics are iconic, so I put that in my top 10. Really. Anyway, what do I know? Okay. All right. Do you want to go 50 to 60? Let's keep things moving.
Okay, 50 to 60.
Oh, my God. Holy Grail, Hunters and Collectors. That's not even their best song.
No, far from it.
It's an AFL jingle.
Yep.
To the folks in the Northern Hemisphere, Aussie Rules, and it was kind of a theme song to Aussie Rules. They've got so many great songs. Look, I'd be comfortable.
There are other. Throw Your Arms Around Me is further up the chart, which is good to see. But it's there's still far better pickings than Holy Grail, that's for sure.
Yep. But it was the one who got a lot of radio airplay.
Yeah. And speaking of footy anthems, just to go off on an absolute tangent, What's My Scene by the Hoodoo Gurus. That was adopted by the NRL for, I don't know, at least a couple of years when they changed it to What's My Team. So you'd think if there's a football song, the Hoodoo Gurus aren't in here at all.
Yeah, absolutely. More about them later, folks, because we've got a whole category of where the hell are these?
Where are they? Yeah.
Yeah, where are they?
But another one that's in here, Working Class Man. Like, that's about as Australian as any other Canadian. That's a Canadian song. It's not an Australian song.
Honestly, I've known you for a long time, pal. And I don't know your true Dinky Die opinion. What is your true Dinky Die opinion of this song?
Working Class Man.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
Oh, look, I don't mind it as a song. I think it's I don't have it. It's not on. I don't have it on my iTunes or anything like that. But yeah, if it's a song that if it was to come on, I wouldn't turn it off.
It's rousing, isn't it? But you and I we socialised. We're mates. We were mates around that time, and it used to get played to death. And I think we got a bit sick of it. But with distance, absolutely. You can see it's like Barnsley's version of My Way. You know, like Frank Sinatra. That's Life. New York, New York. It's like a signature show tune, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is, and I always saw it as more of a Barnsley's Born in the USA. It's
yeah, but I'm saying it's like a showstopper.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to a Jimmy Barnes show and he doesn't play this song?
Yeah,
people, and the lights come up and you turn around and go, "Did he not play that song? What happened?"
That's right. Look, don't get me wrong; it's a classic, and if he wrote it, it would deserve to be in the list. But it's a cover of a.
Well, no, it got written by one of the guys out of Journey, Jonathan Cain. But it really picked up on that American-orientated rock. It's very rousing. I'm comfortable where it sits.
But do you class it as an Australian song?
Yeah.
You do?
Because I think he has made it. Well, we're going to talk about You're the Voice, which brings up this topic too. I think even though it was written by overseas writers, the artist has interpreted it and made it into his own, that it's so identifiable that you think the actual person that has sung it has actually written it. You don't think it should be in?
I don't think it should be in because it's not Australian.
Yeah, I think I will allow it because it's so like Black Betty doesn't have an Australian identity. To me, that's sort of like a faceless cover. But this person is singing a song to me that is Australian, and it's so wrapped up in the persona of Jimmy Barnes that, you know, I think it sits perfectly, probably in the mid table.
No.
Anyway, conversation for another day. Need You Tonight, In Excess. I don't have any problem with that. Maybe I would have put that a bit higher.
What else is there? Yeah, definitely.
Avalanche's Frontier Psychiatrist. I'm not sure, you know. I would have put that one. I think there's some other songs from the Avalanches I would have picked.
I'm glad to see Thelma Plum in there.
Bernard Fanning, Wish You Well, that's just kind of anonymous.
Yeah,
it's his solo album.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fanning as his solo stuff. It's yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
But it's not. Again, is this gold-plated, the greatest Australian songs ever written, top 100? No, I don't think so.
No.
It's a pretty bland, anonymous. Divinals, I Touch Myself, that's their worst song. Seriously. I know it's a huge hit in America, but there's at least 40 songs that they've written that have been much, much better. But for some reason,
absolutely,
that song has become a hit, and people associate it with them, and it's like a one hit. In America, they're kind of regarded as a one-hit wonder. It's a little bit stripper rock. Seriously, if there was a mixtape of stripper songs, that would be in it.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things. I don't think it's their best song.
No,
the best song, but I'm never going to complain about Divinals being in a list. That's for sure.
Yeah, one song that's a surprise, and I really dig this song and this singer is Matt Corby Brother. Listen to it. Fantastic, well-crafted song. This is, you know how you say you like Ben Lee? This is my Ben Lee. This guy is he's got a unique voice, unique interpretation, and this song is absolutely killer. Brother, do yourself a favor and check that one out. Okay, let's do 40 to 50.
40 to 50.
Living End.
Okay, Living End. Which track? Prisoner Society? Yeah.
I'd put that much lower.
Yeah, I don't think it was their best song, but you know, it was a popular song. They were a great band live. They're still touring. So, yep.
Wolf Mother, Joker and the Thief.
Yeah, I never got into Wolf Mother much, but I don't know. I can't get past the voice, but yeah, got nothing against that. I think the sound's great. Like yeah.
They're an interesting band. They're very retro, a bit of Sabbath meets Led Zeppelin, a bit of stoner rock. That first album, they were bee's knees. They were quite huge for quite some time.
They started to hit it at about the same time as Jet hit it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So
it's a decent song, but I think it's way too high. Weighted up comparative with others on the list and those that have missed out, I wouldn't have put that high. I mean, probably I'd be comfortable if it was in the top 200, but I think it's a little too high at 43. Now, when we're getting up, you know, in the high 40 and above, this is the best of the best, and
this is the
And I think this song is just a little bit too derivative.
It's also worth pointing out now we're in this spot. Daddy Cool, Eagle Rock. That's the oldest song that's on this list.
Ridiculous.
It's worth pointing out, the oldest.
It's iconic, should be top 10. That is part of Australian pop culture. It's iconic.
Yeah.
It really is. Everyone knows that. I think guitar teachers still teach it. I think music, primary school music, they still teach that song. Everybody knows that song. It's iconic.
Yep.
It's almost Waltzing Matilda level. But alas...
Another one that was in there, Goanna, Solid Rock. I thought that one should have been higher.
That's another iconic song.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah.
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I'm glad he's in. Into My Arms. That's top shelf.
Yep.
Nick. I'd put it a little higher, maybe because I'm a Nick Cave fan. Yep. Maybe it's a little bit too low. What do you think? I know you're a bit of a Nick Cave fan.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Nick Cave fan. I thought there'd be more Nick Cave in here, actually, but there's no Ship song anywhere in there. Not that I don't think I've missed it.
Okay.
It should be there. I would have thought there'd be more of his stuff a bit higher, but yeah.
All right. So we'll go to 30 to 40, and we're getting into more and more well-known songs, and the cream's starting to rise to the top. So The Horses by Daryl Braithwaite. Oh, my God, I'm so sick of this song.
Well, you said that you're saying the cream rises to the top. I was going to say that one there, The Horses, is a turd that's floating. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it's not even an Australian song again. Like, it shouldn't be there. It's a cover. It's anyway.
Yeah. For some reason, I think it's like the second and third generation Australian youth have picked up on certain songs like Toto Africa, and this song has got a life of its own, whether it's through commercials or whether people are being ironic, but it keeps on going and going and going, and it is part of popular culture, whether you like it or not. I don't understand it.
No.
I don't think it's even one of Daryl's best songs. I mean, where's How's That? We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
How's that?
Yeah, I mean, they still say that at the cricket. I mean, I'm not a cricket fan, but I mean, it's...
You messed around and how's that? Yeah. All right, well, let's park that to the side.
Yeah.
Just everyone, just parking it to the side.
To the list of ones that should have been.
Yep. Highway to Hell.
Oh.
No problem. Great song.
Yeah.
Bit low on the table. I would have put that up. No. Torn. Cover by Natalie Imbruglia. Got played to death on radio.
I didn't realise that was... Is it a cover or was it written for her?
It's a cover.
It's a cover. Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. It's nice, but it's not deserving of number 32.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, again, I haven't got it. I wouldn't buy it. But I don't mind it as a song. I think it's a great track.
This is in the era of a lot of very strident female singer-songwriters that were coming out. Like around Alanis Morissette was just going gangbusters. Like her album, Jagged Little Pill, probably was on diamond certification, like 10 million copies around the world. And I think this was breathing the fumes of that. It's got very strident lyrics. It's got some very strong messages.
Kind of maybe personal relationships and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's
Can you tell me what her follow-up song was? Exactly. That's the right answer.
It also at the time there was she was in the news a lot because she was going out with Daniel Johns at the time,
and she was in Neighbours and a lot of things. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Great Southern Land at number 35. You've got to be kidding me. Seriously?
Yeah. It's there's nothing else in there I have an issue with.
I've got an issue. Great Southern Land at number 35.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's way too low.
Yeah. But
what's your views on that song?
So our list of top 10 would be probably 40 songs. So it's they've got to go in there somewhere. At least it's in the top 40. It's
Better Be Home Soon, Crowded House,
Yeah.
Kiwi should
Again,
be in there.
the Kiwi.
Reckless, Australia Crawl, that's probably a bit too low. I would put that in top 20.
Yeah, again, that song, it's a song that I would have great doubts that Triple J has ever played, except when they were running through the list.
Yeah. Back in Black, isn't that funny? That song over time has got more of a build of fans, because when Back in Black came out, I don't think that song got played much in these parts on radio. It was always "You Shook Me All Night Long," "Rock and Roll," "Ain't Noise
Pollution." Yeah.
But over time, that riff, I think it's the riff.
It's the riff.
It conquered America, and I think it's come reverse into Australia as part of our consciousness that this is probably the track off the album. But at the time, it wasn't. It was more regarded as a deep cut.
It's one of the it's one of the and I haven't counted them up or anything like that, but it's one of the few on here that's an album track rather than a single.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it's an example of a deep cut or an album track that has become iconic and regarded as a song in its own rights. But I'm comfortable. It should be on the list.
Hell's Bells was another one that was popular off that album. I think Hell's
Bells more popular.
Yeah.
If you were going to talk about what was popular at the time of that album, Back in Black would be the middle of the 10, or how many songs would be in the middle of the rank. But it has risen to the top over time. Everyone says that's the track.
That's the track, yeah. It's a killer riff.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting to the business. 10 to 20. Tame Impala, I think they're quite brilliant. I love that sort of psych rock. They're like a 70s band that has discovered synth, wave, modern dance music. My mate Phil, who you've met, went to see them at the Opera House, and it was the first concert he left halfway through because he said it was just so loud. Didn't have his earplugs that night. But he said it was the loudest concert he's ever been to. I've never seen them. They're on my list. I've got all their albums. I love them. And they're Australia's they're our biggest export. They do big business in America. I think their last album went platinum also. So whenever they put their new album out, it'll go top of the charts. Yep. Beds Are Burning should be a bit higher up.
Yep.
I like that song. It's iconic.
Yeah. Down Under, Men at Work.
It's a novelty song, but it is culturally quite important.
It's almost the unofficial anthem.
It's pop culture.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear that than Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport for obvious reasons.
Definitely. Jake the Peg.
I close my eyes, and when I hear Down Under, I just think of Bob Hawke with that loud suit and being sprayed with beer with the America's Cup and saying we could have the day off.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
But we never had the day off. We had to go to work.
Anyone who sacks someone for not showing up today is a bum. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to be my girl, Jet?
Yep. No, I'm not going to be your girl, but great track. It's
a bit derivative though.
Look, that was part of that whole retro, the lo-fi thing coming back in, and that was the track that did it. That and the Strokes, I think, were the two tracks that really
garage rock is back, but.
Yeah.
I just think out of all those bands that were kind of retro garage rock, you had the Hides, you had the White Stripes, the Strokes, even the Vines, you can put them in that bucket. I just think Jet were the least interesting because they were the most commercial, too derivative. And, seriously, if it didn't have that start of the song, which cribs Lust for Life by Iggy Pop, the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you wouldn't have a song.
I don't know. So, no, I like it.
It's good. It's good, but is it number 23 out of 100? We're talking. I'm bringing you back. Is this gold-plated, excellent, handing a CD to somebody in the Northern Hemisphere and saying, "Listen to this. This is what the best we've got."
This is going to change your view of Australian music. Look, maybe not, but I'd have certainly put it in the top 40. So
I mean, and why is that ranked higher than a masterpiece like Under the Milky Way, which is number 29? That's just ridiculous. I mean, that's
well,
that's way too low.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of. I'm going to be controversial here. I know a lot of people love Under the Milky Way. I just think it's a yawn-worthy song. If there was a song for me by the Church, it's The Unguarded Moment, which was.
Are you a Church fan?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Not a matter. Which would explain it. Yeah. But I Under the Milky Way never floated my boat really. So I'd always put Jet higher than that one. Sorry. I know you're a Church fan. But.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're jumping around a little bit, so apologies. Throw Your Arms Around Me, Hunters and Collectors. It's a very heartfelt song. I think my opinion of that song is being diluted by a lot of god-awful cover versions and people that come over to this country like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam and getting out the guitar and strumming it and just to, let people know that he's actually in Australia. I don't know. I'm a bit tired of it. But a lot of folks think it's their best song, and maybe I don't think so. I love the Hunters and Collectors, but just don't think that's one of their greatest. Are you comfortable where that sits?
Sorry?
Are you comfortable at number 25?
Oh, look, I am. I know I understand it's a classic. I mean, I'm a Hunters and Collectors fan. It's certainly not one of my favourite Hunters songs, and I think it's one of those. To me, it's like Cold Chisel's Case Art. It's like, it's a great song, but I've just heard it that many times, and it's just been so overplayed that it's nowhere near my favourite song now. It's and this fits into that category. Yes, but it's an iconic Australian song and it's a classic, so it deserves to be there.
Another controversial take is Paul Kelly and the Coloured Girls, To Her Door. I find that a very dreary song. I think Paul Kelly, in my opinion, is a little overrated. There's this whole narrative that he's a genius. And I just think that I think I find his melodies very dreary. I appreciate that he's got some craft in his lyrics and he tells stories and there's as a wordsmith. But I think he's one of those artists that he's maybe his wordsmithing and his lyrics are really kind of smart, but the music is always, to me, 5 notches below. To have a great song, I think lyrics have got to match melody, and I just find his melodies a bit dreary. This one is like it's kind of almost like a nursery rhyme. It's sort of and it's a little bit whimsical, too whimsical for its own good. I've never been a fan. I'll get a lot of hate. What do you sit on this, Paul? Do you think Paul Kelly's a genius?
I wouldn't say he's a genius. I think he's a great storyteller, and he writes some iconic songs. I don't have a single Paul Kelly album. I've seen him live,
and so have I. And I fell asleep.
Really?
I had a couple of Crownies, and I was at the State Theatre, and it's just the show didn't have any peaks and troughs. It was like that was the whole show. Because if you're going to be in a show, you've got to do some pacing, lively. Slow songs, a bit of build, and it was like it was just like it was like if it was a hospital room, it'd be like flatlining. It was just like that.
Well, my memories weren't that bad. Like I mean, I'm not a massive fan of any of his songs, and one of his other songs was up a lot higher than this one. But yeah, I think he's a good storyteller, and And when I saw him live, I mean, yeah, it's not like, you know, it's not like you're seeing Ramstein and you're getting this big show or you know,
Fair enough.
you got.
But if you're going to be a good storyteller, you've got to have good music. Because if I want a good storyteller, we'll just write a book and I'll read it. Just keep the music away. So
yeah,
I tell you what, he's one that has had a slow build, where he is built up in this country to genius status. Because in the 80s, he was sort of like a Melbourne guy. He was sort of like an underground cult figure. I think the thing that set him off, he did a greatest hits, which went quadruple platinum, and it exploded. And it got to the point that, you know, mums and dads and uncles, and they all knew who Paul Kelly was, and he became cross-generational. So good luck to him. But to me, I think he's a little bit overstated.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think he's got a. I think he's got a. I don't think he's got a great voice or anything like that. But I do like his voice. I think it's distinctive voice, and it's But yeah, you know, I'm quite happy with the song being where it is.
Okay, fair enough. Critics' Corner.
It's kind of like, it's an iconic song.
All right. So don't like the Church. Paul Kelly's okay. All right. Just writing some notes.
Duly noted, he says.
Yeah. All right.